Hi guys, I'm back again. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be block 4 in our sew along, quilt along series. So I've cut out a bunch of, from each fabric, just the leftover stuff. I still have the strips. So they're going to be 2.5 inch strips. And then I cut them down into you're going to have, here we go. You're going to have 2.5 inch strips that you're cut, just like we did in the previous video. And then you're going to fold them up, and you're going to cut them, fold them up like this, just like we did. And you're going to lay your block down that's 4.5 inches long, and you're going to draw the line, and you're going to cut it there. And then you could even open it up and get another one out of there. So then we have all these little blocks that are 4.5 by 2.5. So I just matched them up randomly. Now you could lay them out. You're more than welcome to lay them out in a pattern, and you could even stagger it if you wanted the red blocks to go up in a line. You could do them all like that, or even like just alternate them however you want. But I sewed 2 together randomly to get them all sewn together as little sets, because we want our final block is going to be 16 inches, just like all of the others. So I sewed them all together like that. I did sew a couple that are with a 1 1/4 inch block. And the reason I did that is because at the end here, you're going to have, it's going to line up. Let me move some of these like this. So your last block, your last block on some of the rows, I don't know why that looks crooked, will be a 1/2 block. So I went ahead and cut some. I have no idea why that's laying crooked. To prepare. However, you only need, you're going to have it as 8 rows high, because you want it to be 16. So it's going to be 8 rows high. And we're going to make them big long strips, one big long strip, so I can cut 16-inch block out of one long strip rather than sewing 3 separate 16-inch blocks. We're just going to sew it 16 inches tall by 3 blocks wide. So I am going to go ahead and lay this out a little bit, see where I want it, and then sew 2 more sets together like this until I've just got them all sewn together. I'm just going to keep doing it like that. You keep sewing them, iron them all, lay them out the way you want them, and then start sewing again. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that out and sew some together, and I'll be back in just a little bit to show you how it looks in the next step. All right, I'm back. Now I have 1 whole strip here, and it is 4, 8, 12 blocks long. And you're going to sew 4 like this, any pattern you want. And then you're going to sew 4 that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, 11 in there, and then 1/2 of it on both ends. One block's going to have that on both ends. So it's going to be 11 big squares and a 1/2 one on each end. And then you're going to sew them together in strips like this, just alternating. So I'm going to go ahead and finish sewing up my strips, and then you're going to stitch, after your strips are done, you're just going to lay them like this. There's no seams to match up. You just lay them down there, and you'll sew them to where it'll just repeat this pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I encourage you to also, if you have your materials already, and I'll be back when that's done, and I'll show you how to cut them out. All right, I've sewn it all together. Now we have 1 big, long strip. I've pressed it the best I could for now. Now we're going to cut it. Now, if you've done the measuring right, give or take, yeah, we didn't. So, well, I did. I just am going to do it a different way. Just like the other ones, we're going to fold it in half. I realize this is a big piece. So we're going to get our ruler. We're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to fold it in half this way. But I need my little ruler that we've been using Well, I can't find it, so I'm going to use this one, but you can use just any regular ruler. It does not have to be anything expensive. And we want it to be 16. So we are going to take this and move it till it is 16, sorry, I apologize, till it is 8, which is right about 2 squares. And then we're going to lay it there. We're going to go a little bit more to get to our seam. So we are going to lay it there. That is 8. So when you open that up, that will be 16. So then we're going to take this and our pen. Oh, there's a ruler. One of those will work too. Just fine. Let me grab a pen. Friction pen, just a different type. And you're going to draw a line straight down there. And then you can open it up so you don't actually accidentally cut those. And then you're just going to cut straight down. And then you'll do that 2 more times, but I'm going to show you this. I'll do that off screen. Then you're going to open it up and fold it the other way, because we need this also to be 16, which means 8 folded. So you're going to fold that also. I will iron those. You'll want them to lay a little bit more flat. You'll take your ruler, either one. I'm going to use this one because I have it out. Where's my 8? Around there. It's going to be 8. So you're going to mark it right there. And then you'll come up here and do the same. 8 from your stitch mark, not your seam. And then you're just going to line those up. And you'll draw your line down. Now this is a smaller piece, so I do recommend that you pin it a little bit there so it doesn't shift on you when you're cutting it. But same thing, then you're just going to cut straight down. Save that. Take the pins out. And here you have your 16-inch bricks block. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so that's your 4th block. Go ahead and make 3 of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and let you know what we're going to do for the backing. I bought red for 2 reasons. For one, I used it in block 3 and I've used it in block 4. Because I needed another color and I thought solid red would be perfect for it. So you cut your back out. I bought 2 of these, so you'll need 4 yards, and you're going to cut 12 18 by 18 inch squares, and then just lay them to the side till we're ready to do that. And then I use this also from Walmart. I mean, you can get it at Joann's and probably many other places. I bought mine at Walmart. And you're going to cut your batting. We're going to do a quilt as you go. So you're going to cut your batting. You're going to need 12 squares that are 16 by 16, the same as your blocks. So you can go ahead and get all that and get it ready and cut up and prepared. And then we'll be back and I will show you how to quilt it in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.